on skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your brum, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't real. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch the eye.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22.
One, Omaha. Hey, Oregon. Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
First down.
There's Garoppolo on first and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
11, hey, Alpha.
On first down, Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Now Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
21. Here we go.
16 yards.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
12.
32-yard line.
You draw Corker. 21.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10 now from the 27. There's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
21.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Dalton's pass complete to Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll run on first down. Mixon, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Pull it together. Watch the motion.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Second and goal from inside the 5.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Good job.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL. First 4 for the Broncos and then the final 12 as an Oakland Raider.
And just think about his career. Hall of Fame 1984, 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. And let's face it, the lasting image we'll have of him as a player, that interception for Fran Tarkenton in the Super Bowl. The old man, Willie Brown, taking it all the way back, 75 yards against the Vikings for a touchdown. The Raiders won Super Bowl 11. I had the pleasure of getting to know Willie Brown over the years. And when I tried out for the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Begin.
Fight it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Spins past it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That's way too easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Erickson now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dalton gives to Bernard. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Bullock's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one.
It should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me, because to me it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level, but is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta, and I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, and that's true, and I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet, and it was just 2 years ago his team was in the Super Bowl. But right now they're 1-6. And if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week, and there'll be a heavy discussion and a job referendum on him at that point.
6-6, pull it hard.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch the before. I'm trying to collect.
And able to find Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Geno Atkins giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to Coleman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They go play action here on 1st down.
Someone's been having a good game so far.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Check 43.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards of 1st down. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
11.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's caught by Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! 21. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
On first down, Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there holding.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, here we go. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Ladies, 54, line 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full straight up.
On first down, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Check. Lucky.
21.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
us. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the ass like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. 180! Check.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
12.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo, and that's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
21.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Garoppolo now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike 54. Right here, right here. Check safety, check safety.
On 1st down, Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Mixon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
After 1, 17-7 is our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 68 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! 21, 21.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now pass complete here to Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Wait.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Two.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. About 3 yards there to the 27. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Mixon. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
At the 42-yard line.
Mike, 54. And we got to get to the ball.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike, 54.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
The final act of the first half. Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey. There you go, 368.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mixon with it, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Not today, you are. Not today. He's coming.
On third down, Mixon, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
52-93, 44.
They'll try and run with Mixon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No. Check 50.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for first place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2 and 4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Mike 54.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back to Mixon on first down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the edge. Hey.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And out of the air, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 13-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Makes the score Bengals 45, 49ers 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Vigil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got room to run past the 20. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 49ers,
52, 93, 44.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.